Hi everyone. I'm I'm ready to get in here and talk about innovation and the articles and the things that we were introduced to in Module 6. So I'm very excited and learned a lot and enjoyed the readings as well as the vlogs. The first question was what ways have been most effective for learning about students as well as families? And for me, what has been most effective is when I have interviews, providing them with prospective parents, with providing them with my bio, um, and providing them with information about my educational background, as well as my experience, and just providing them with information about my family background. Also, another thing that has really been effective for me over the years is conducting monthly parent meetings on various topics such as early literacy, child nutrition, the importance of children getting their proper amount of rest. So those meetings allow me to have, to get input from the parents about different topics and different things. And those, to me, have been the best two strategies during my teaching career. The second question, what are my thoughts about innovation? And personally, before taking this class, I was very intimidated with technology. I had been asked by a colleague before taking this class if I would think about maybe doing monthly vlogs on different subjects. And it was just kind of my out of my element, honestly. I was somewhat intimidated by it because I had never done vlogs on a consistent basis before. So I can say that would definitely was a hesitation. I wasn't comfortable just because I didn't know. I wasn't comfortable with how to do it. But being that I have a teenager who is very technology savvy, he has helped me with the navigation of the technology, and being forced in this class to do vlogs bi-weekly has definitely helped me to become more comfortable with technology. So I'm definitely, after taking this class, looking forward to maybe doing the vlogs on different subjects such as potty training and child nutrition, early literacy, once a month, that, to help parents uh, address different issues or concerns they may have with infant toddler care and preschool care. Uh, and the next question is, what risks would I like to step out and try? And basically, I just gave an example, and that's doing my monthly vlogs. I would also like to, after taking this class, introduce this to some of my employees and even some of my parents, so they can go out here and see, understand vlogging. Some of them may not, and just getting out there in on social media and getting information about things and concerns or issues they may have about their children. So I definitely have learned a lot. I'm definitely more comfortable with doing vlogs. I look forward to seeing and hearing my group members' vlogs as well, and the teachers' vlogs and the guest vlogs that have been conducted throughout the various modules. So I have definitely been more comfortable, and I'm getting more comfortable with doing it on a more consistent basis. The next question is, tell us tell us what idea innovation you would like to try in the next 2 weeks. And that's what I would like to try out. I would like to try out just one, doing a vlog that's not required by the class, but just doing it. My cousin actually had asked me. She also owns a business. She owns a beauty shop, and I want to definitely get with her and tackle some things with vlogging and social media. She's very much into it. She posts a lot of things in reference to her business. So I definitely would like to start doing that more with my child care center and my business, and with teaching tools for preschool. In the last year, I had a website put up for the daycare, just trying to get out here and not be afraid of the technology and have an open mind about it, because it's definitely something I was reluctant and have been reluctant to do in the past. And I think that was because I was intimidated by it. But again, I'm getting more comfortable. I'm learning a lot about podcasts and vlogging, and it's just really amazing with the information you can provide to others and the information you can receive. So I definitely have learned a lot and want to continue to learn a lot more. The next question was about the two articles that I selected. And the first one, of course, with me being center in a residence, the article entitled, Helpless Mothers and Preachers. And I felt like that particular article was definitely reflective of what I go through on a daily basis. But two things stuck out in this article for me. And the first one was some providers emphasize a professional and objective stance with parents giving advice when asked and being careful not to overstep the boundaries of the professional realm. And that is so true. And I think for me, with having a social work background, I definitely understand the importance of confidentiality. And when parents come to me to talk about certain things, I'm very careful on providing an opinion. I listen, but I don't really, I try not to go too far out there with my opinion. And I've had some various situations. These parents come and dump on you every day with personal things, the loss of a job, or things that they're going through personally. And I try to encourage them any way that I can. I listen, and I'm definitely more than just their childcare provider. A lot of my parents, I've had their children and serviced them for years, so it becomes more like an extended family support, a support system for the parents. So this was one highlight in the article. The second one that stood out for me, and I really had to laugh about this because I say this all the time when I'm sitting here doing paperwork and planning menus and getting materials prepared for curriculum for the weekend lesson plans. And this particular fact said providers often describe their work as having many encompassing many roles. One provider told me, like a center has a full staff that does everything. For us, we do everything. We cook, we clean, we're the janitor, we're like a social worker. We do it all. And we wear many hats. And I just am so grateful and thankful for a great support system with my husband and with my staff members that come in and kind of help me with all the demands that the business requires. I don't think I could have been able to have been doing this long and have been as successful as I have been without the support of my network association, again, my help my employees, my staff, and my family support. The next article that I chose was entitled One Novus Teacher and Her Decisions to Address or Avoid Controversial Issues. And the article talked about a social studies teacher by the name of Leah who had taught in different environments, one being a charter school with low-income children. Another school was, I think it said, let's see, I remember the charter school, and the other school she did her student teaching at was, I think, more rural, and the children were somewhat, I guess, more privileged. And what I got from this, what stood out in this article for me, was the fact that she didn't feel comfortable addressing certain issues because of the children's backgrounds. So she had to pretty much choose what she taught based on the children's circumstances. And I guess I never really looked at, in the public school sector, teachers having to make those kind of decisions based on environment and class population. So that definitely was a big learning experience for me. And the fact that she, and depending on the environment, didn't feel comfortable. And then, as the article was saying, that she found ways in those two very different environments and groups of students to include the topics of race and class in her curriculum. So I never really thought about the contrast of if you're teaching at a school where kids are in poverty versus teaching at a school where children may be, of a different class. So this article was very enlightening to me as far as how teachers might have to address various subjects to teach what they want to get across, but use different strategies depending upon the environment that they are dealing with. The next question is, what did I select to research? And I selected to research engaging families in early childhood education. And the reason I chose family engagement, because I believe that if parents understand at the preschool level the importance of family engagement, then they will continue to engage throughout their child's educational career. So I found this article to be very informative. It talked about ways that we could help parents to feel more comfortable when their children are attending our centers or looking at attending our centers. And one thing that was mentioned in this article was providing families a short bio about yourself and your interests. And I do that. And I provide them with my portfolio with pictures of children that I've kept in the past, activities, field trips, personal information about myself, training classes that I've completed, my teacher requirements, and just that helps to open up the door for them to ask questions or feel more comfortable with any concerns that they might have. The other thing that they said that we should do to try to get parents more engaged is invite them to complete a brief questionnaire. And that's something too that I also do during parent meetings, because it provides me with feedback that they might not necessarily be comfortable saying out loud. But if I'm doing a training on early literacy, and they have something that they want to ask specific to their child, but might not want to ask in a group. Providing them with that questionnaire helps me to go back, read over, and deal with them on a one-to-one basis. The last thing that was mentioned in this article, that I definitely try to do to help with parent engagement, is sharing information. I have a parent resource center in the classroom, and that provides them with information on different subjects, literature, um, just resources that are available in the community. That helps to get them engaged, involved, and allowing them to come into the classroom if they want to volunteer. I have an open door policy, so whenever they want to come, they know that Miss Akia's door is always open. Now, I do, because of my busy schedule with going to school and demands of my family and running a business, I do make appointments for prospective parents. I don't let people just pop up and say, "Well, I want to come in and do a tour." I do schedule appointments for that. In the past, I used to do that, and it was beginning to be a bit much. So I had to go to that, and it has been very effective. It works. I take 30 minutes to do parent interviews. When that's the time span that I take, and it has definitely been very effective. It gives them time it gives me time for me to go over policies and procedures, curriculum, pricing, teacher requirements, and it also allows them to ask questions on concerns that they might have for their particular situation, or their child. So that has been great for me. And lastly, what am I thinking about doing my final project on? I'm honestly thinking about doing my final project on family engagement, and family involvement. I'm leaning towards that, and definitely going to run it by the teacher to see if this is definitely something that I could expand upon and do a little bit more research on. And lastly, getting back to I'm going back here about the innovation, because I was just so enjoyed the vlog by Michael Berry, and some of the things that he talked um, about being a constant learner. And I'm definitely that. I think, as teachers, we should constantly want to learn and grow, because the children change, and we should definitely want to continue on with learning, and have fun with teaching. I love teaching. I have fun with teaching. I want the children to enjoy coming to school every day. I want them to be excited, and I definitely make it fun. And lastly is to develop a network, that he said, developing a network, and expanding your circle of knowledge. And I am definitely appreciative of this class. I'm appreciative of my group members. I've learned a lot from you all with having someone that's a kindergarten teacher, and having someone that has taught um, at different grade levels in state, now internationally, has definitely been intriguing. So I I agree that we definitely need to develop a network. So I'm learning from you all, and kind of raising the bar with my preschoolers, and the bar was pretty high even before I started this class, but definitely raising the bar for them with knowing, okay, more about what the expectations are for kindergarten. So I definitely appreciate every other week listening to you all's feedback about the different things, and the as far as like the administration in the school system, and working with co-workers, what you all have talked about as far as parent involvement, and not have seen some of the children's parents. So I'm definitely taking all that in like a sponge, trying to learn and seeing how I can perfect what I'm doing every day to prepare my kids to be successful when they leave my center to go on to primary school. I hope that my vlog provided you with some information, more information about early childhood education, and I'm looking forward to looking at you all's vlogs. I'm excited because, again, I will be leaving in the morning, headed to the Bahamas. I need a break, a well-deserved break, because the school system is on spring break starting today all the way to next week. So I'll be back in my classroom on Tuesday. You all have a great weekend, and I look forward to hearing your vlogs over the weekend. Thank you.